you're fishing weed edges, a lot of the times you've got to fish in the weed. You've got to cast. I've just cast that hollow belly, probably 3 or 4 foot into the weed. When I say that, you can see with your polarised glasses the edge of the weed, the nice clean water, then the dark water. That's the start of the weed edge. What I've done is I've thrown my plastic rod in there. Now if I was to just try and wind it out, you can see the rod's loading up and there's just weight there. If I just wound that back, it's going to collect as much weed as it's landed in, and I'll be winding constantly back weed. What we do then to stop that and to get an efficient retrieve is to, using a combination of winding quickly and lifting that rod, it pops that plastic out of the weed. You can hear that, there's a fair bit of pressure in that. And what that does is it pops that soft plastic through the weed, leaving the weed, cutting the weed that's around it, freeing that soft plastic from the weed and letting it swim back down to where the fish are. So I wind again, I can feel that I'm in the weed again, so I pop, and it's a fairly aggressive hop. And what that does is it cuts that weed. Now I can feel, as I'm winding that now, I can feel the tail and the plastic's free again. That means that there's no weed on it and I can continue with my retrieve. Only one cast away from catching a fish, and you've got to put that cast in.
You hear a lot of anglers.
Oh, yep, now that's what we're talking about.
It's a fish, there we go. Go, 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 go.
Oh,
nice fish, look at the boilies left.
That's what I'm talking about. Just backing that drag. It's not a big barra, but there he is. He's a
like
fast
today
barra. Awesome. We've got a leader. There's a nice fish. Nice fish. Oh, big lunges. That's a lot of the times that's when you'll lose a fish. If you're fishing too heavy on them, pushing them too hard, they do that big lunge and you can pull hooks straight out. I love fishing spin rods now. Been doing it for many years for barra. And it just seems to keep those hooks in just that little bit. Oh, yes! Well, almost like we trained him to do that, eh? That's awesome. Geez, they got a lot of power. Anyone, oh, he says freshwater barramundi don't pull. Haven't caught one. Oh. Doesn't like the look of this boat, Nige. You looking over the side?
Well, he's a nice fish, mate.
Shut up.
He's just looking at me, he's going, I'm not ready yet.
Don't like the look of your head,
No, he
Nige.
doesn't. I don't know why. It's much better looking than your head.
He thinks we're going to put him on the filleting board, but
No, we're not.
we're not going to do that. We're going to put him in the net.
Hold on, mate.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Good work.
That was a great hit and hook up. And there we go, there's a barra from Lake Awonga, and that was on the buzzing of the mullet. That's Jason Ehrlich's favourite pastime. Thanks, Jace. It's yielded yet another beautiful barramundi. And we might slip this little
Go back in the water.
guy back in the water and see if we can get another
get
one,
some more.
or two, or even more.
See you, mate.
You watch him when he wakes up. Look at that.